Where does the energy come from to keep pursuing? Where does the motion come from to keep going? Where does that positive influence, that positive ambition, where does that come from to keep your dream, to keep going after your goal? Guess where it comes from? Here it is, the Lord. Straight like that, the Lord. That's where that energy comes from. That's where this smile comes from. That's where your heart is. That's where my heart is. That's where your smile is. And that's where your positive ambition is. The Lord. Now, who is the Lord? The law of thinking. The one that's everywhere at the same time. The one that knows your mind and one that's going to give you no more than you can bear. Right up in your brain. That's that energy. That's where that energy comes from. Yeah. And all you got to do is accept it and say, you know what? Today I'm gonna make a change. I do have the energy. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm tired. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm feeling low. I'm not gonna sit here and say I have no goals. I'm not important. Nobody cares about me. No, you are important. Somebody cares about you. All you gotta do now is start thinking. Now start thinking in a good way though, because that energy that you need, it's in the good way. The energy that you don't need, is the way that you're going right now, the way that makes you lazy, that way that hits that snooze button all the time. If you want to have your own business, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a barber, if you want to be a mechanic, if you want to own multiple businesses, you can do it, but you got to have that energy. So this is how I do it. I'll go to work, do the 9 to 5, right? For now, because you know what's about to take over. So I'll go to work, do the 9 to 5, and after the 9 to 5, I put in 30 or an hour worth of time. Nothing hard, light work for B.Y.O.B. And also, the next morning, if you're an early bird like me, get up early before your work shift. Put in some work out, type, email, call, do whatever you got to do before you go in. That's work before. And then after, a little bit after. But you got to find that energy. And here it is. It's in the word. You already know it's in the word. Hey. All right, check it out. It's Psalms 37, verse 23. Watch this. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. That's the energy right there. That's the energy right. When you get that thought, when you're thinking, it says, get up. When you get that thought in your thinking, it says, feel different. When you get that thought in your thinking, it says, I have the time. I can make the time. Here it is right now. Right here, right now. That's what you go after. That's the voice that you hear. That's the voice that you obey, right? And then while you're doing it, while you're working out, while you're typing, while you're emailing, while you're making the phone calls, while you're speaking, whatever you're doing, delight, have excitement like a child. You know what I mean? Like your goal is already accomplished. That's how you got to have it. Imagination, that energetic imagination inside. That's that energy that's provided from the Lord, which you should delighteth in. That's going to get you to your goal, get you to that mental state that you desire, knock out all that depression, knock out all that anxiety, knock out all of that stress with that delighting. Yeah, the steps of a good man, the steps of a good woman, the steps of a positive mind are ordered by the Lord. Thinking in a positive direction and loving yourself unconditionally. This is the B.Y.O.B movement. My name is Dwight Morris Jr. I'm going to talk to y'all later.